Hello everyone, I just wanted to share something with you, something concerning some latest news, something that all of you surely know about, and it's about the releasing of certain Epstein files. You know who Jeffrey Epstein is, you know surely much better than me. I live in Europe, and I have to tell you that here in Europe, at least some countries don't know much about these Epstein files. Some people just heard about them, just heard about what they're about, but they don't know in depth what's that about. They're not involved. We're not so involved with this news, but lately, seeing what's happening around the world, myself also, I was looking about certain information. What could be the spiritual aspect of these files? What could be the spiritual aspect of certain situation? You know, surely better than me, that some persons supposedly have been involved in those crimes, in those things that that man was doing, in those abuses. I'm not going to depict. I'm not going um, to describe everything. This video is not about it. And many people, famous people, people with authority, people probably having part of certain governments, certain people in high position have been supposedly involved. Now, my job is not to tell you who was involved, who wasn't, but this is about just the fact that this is something coming up, because with this news, many people will discredit the authority of those people, will discredit the authority of the people governing them, people that should be their examples to follow, people that should set examples. And I'm not here to say that we need to pretend that nothing happened, that we need to still follow the authorities. No, I'm not. I'm neither here to set anyone against authorities, but this is just the natural reaction of people, of nations. They will rage against the authorities when they see those authorities performing not well, when they see those authorities not setting up right examples, and much more when they're involved in crimes and horrible doings. And this is what's happening now around the world. People are losing faith, are losing trust in their governors. And this doesn't do anything else but paves the way for the Antichrist. And why am I saying that? I'm not suggesting that Antichrist is about to come now, and maybe much more scandals will occur, much more scandals will happen. But this is paving the way for Antichrist. And why is that? Because people losing the faith in the authorities, people losing trust in governments that they need to submit to, they need to follow their rules. They will not have any other hope to cling to. And obviously, many people are not believers. Many people don't really trust in God. They don't look up to Him when they see some man failing. No, they get disappointed when some authority fails. And it is said also in the Bible that the Antichrist will come like someone who will supposedly bring peace, like someone who unite people, someone who represent somebody who is perfect, a perfect man, like a kind of Messiah, but the wrong one. And we mustn't be deceived when that time comes, but he will come in such times when people will have lost all their trust in other governments, all their trust in local authorities. They will look up to such a man who represent perfection, who represent authority, that apparently will set up right examples, but we know that those won't be right examples. And I'm not saying now that we need to trust in those other people who have disappointed us, governors, governments, and people in authorities, famous people. No, I'm not saying neither that we need to trust them. We need to trust in Jesus. But I'm just saying that this situation, like many others that will probably occur, will pave the way for Antichrist. When people will lose authority, when people will lose trust in any other man, there will be two options: or trust in God, or cling to God's help, or trust in that man that will come. And we have to make the right choice, to trust in Jesus, to trust in God, that even though we don't see him, even though we don't see, even though we need to believe by faith, we need to accept him by faith, we need to trust in his word. And probably many other people in authority, spiritual authority, also had disappointed us, but still we need to look up to Jesus, because man will never be a perfect example. And I'm not saying this to excuse anyone. Whoever does wrong needs to pay for that wrong, obviously. But we need to set our eyes on Jesus, and obviously on those men who follow his real example. Thank you for listening, and subscribe to our channel to receive more videos and comments on biblical topics. Thank you.